Hey, what's up, guys? To Intuitive 717, I'm back with another reading. Can you tell we love cats on this channel? Hanging out with mega good vibes today as well. I do have a quick check-in. I want to send a message for the Divine Feminine Collective, okay? Just in case you guys are feeling heaviness around you. I do feel like it's a lot of your Divine Masculines that are experiencing this heaviness, because the message I'm picking up on is like a lot of them as well who may be in karmic situations, especially karmics that have been holding on. I feel like the energy in that dynamic is getting very heavy and dense, because I'm feeling the longing coming from the masculines to the feminines, and it's such a painful place for them to be in, always longing for you, that they don't even see that it's affecting their vibration. Okay, they're not as happy, they're moody all the time, they may be cranky all the time. And like, as far as like the karmics as well, I feel like they're starting to get fed up of this energy. Okay, like even they themselves are starting to feel weighed down by the masculines longing for you, Divine Feminine. So there could be towers there that are shaking, towers that need to come down, maybe some honesty and truth. And again, I do feel like with the karmic situations, it's starting to feel really heavy for them. A lot of your Divine Masculines may unconsciously be taking out a lot of the stress of the journey, the twin flame connection. Because a lot of the Divine Masculines, they have to deal with shit too, right? Divine Feminines, like they deal with peeking into your life, and they may be triggered by what you're doing and who you're spending time with, and then trying to navigate a relationship with their own karmic at the same time. It can get very chaotic. And I'm sensing in this reading that it's starting to get chaotic for the karmic, and they're the ones who are wanting to, you know, kick the pillars down to knock the tower down, because they themselves are getting stressed out or tired. They could be losing energy, losing a sense of identity. So let's see what's been on the masculine's mind lately around this connection to the Divine Feminine. Why is it all of a sudden feeling a bit heavier? Okay, what's going on with the masculines? What kind of feelings are developing for the feminines? Okay, I think I'm going to keep this pile here. Guys, just give me a minute with the cards. I'm just going to feel out the energy here, okay? Because what I'm seeing is like they're only happy on certain days, and it's like this karmic person is starting to feel like, okay, why are you happy today? Because you're always cranky, okay? Maybe like I'm even hearing suspicions as well, because they're starting to experience unrequited love. I'm hearing with the karmic energy. So there's no chemistry. They could be arguing every day. Like I said, a lot of your masculines could be feeling really like moody, you know, cranky, and then if for whatever reason they are in a good mood, I feel like a lot of the karmics are getting suspicious of like, what has you in that good mood? Because it's definitely not me, because we haven't had any good interactions lately. Okay, so I feel like, again, a lot of your Divine Masculines may be getting to know you on a deeper level as well, Divine Feminines. And even if you guys aren't in communication, I feel like they could be watching you from a distance, like I said, peeking into your life, getting to know a side of you that may have been skewed, or it may have been like there could have been a lot of deception around that. I think I just shared a reading for the collective around like opening up too much about this connection with other people, so they never really got the chance to know you. I feel like they're making it their business to want to get to know you. So you know, that could be something that's affecting that connection. You know, it's like they're starting to feel more chemistry with you. When they do express any kind of love or any kind of bubbly energy, this karmic person knows they have nothing to do with that, because things have been bad, things have been rough. Why are you coming home smiling? Why are you coming home in a good mood? Why are you coming home talking to me like we haven't just been fighting for the last 3 days? You don't think I know that this good mood is coming from somewhere else? A lot of your Divine Masculines could be in a place of like expressing their love to you. Like when they do reach out, you guys can sense that you're starting to feel like you're their safe place, Divine Feminine. Like many of you might notice the shift in the energy. It's like, you know, something's off with them. you know that they're longing for you, or that they are longing for some kind of escape from unrequited love. And the thing I'm picking up too with the karmic situation and your divine masculines is that, like, this has been on its way out to fizzling for a really long time, and this tower has been shaking, because I do feel like the more your divine masculine peeks in on your life, the more they can't let this go. They try to quit you like a bad habit, like an addiction, divine feminine, and that's how they have been approaching this connection, right? They've been watching you from a distance while being entangled in another connection. Of course, that's going to create addictive energy towards you, right? They're literally chasing something that they cannot have because of the karmic situation there. And that's what's been making everything, you know, I'm hearing double toil and trouble, or bubble toil and trouble. That's what's been making everything brew to create this significant tower moment that's happening. And the reason it's significant is because I feel like it's a lot of the karmics that need an exit. A lot of the karmics now are starting to realize that because of this whole twin flame connection, they can't hold on. They can't get in the way of these connections. Why? Because it's starting to literally rip their energy apart. They are becoming exhausted. And what they're not realizing is the masculines are stressing the karmics the F out, guys. I'm not even joking. Like, the energy, they're not even intentionally trying to do it. It's just, they're not where they want to be. They feel like they made a wrong decision. They want you to be the one, divine feminines. And they may not be saying this out loud, but it's seeping out in the energy. It's seeping out in the way that they're treating the karmic. It's seeping out in the way that, you know, they're connecting with you. And then many of you may not be receiving a lot of their communication well, because they're not putting two and two together, that as long as they're in this situation without letting somebody go, then there's never going to be harmony, right? They're trying to have their cake and eat it too. And then also too, like with the karmic energies are realizing as well, like they have a role to play in all of this, right? Because they're also choosing to stay in this dynamic and deal with a lot of the heaviness and the toxicity and the masculine's temper and their mood swings, because that's what happens when you're ascending through this journey, right? There is a significant factor here, and it's the divine feminine. I feel like the karmics are going crazy over you as well, divine feminine. It's like it's been years, and your energy just seems to keep growing and growing and growing in that space. It's because your masculines cannot let go. They have tried, right? They've tried, but it's impossible. And I feel like from your divine masculine's energy as well, like it's very frustrating because they can't stop themselves, right? It's literally like the click of a button or like the taps of your finger, and it's like instantly they have access to you. So they can't help but fall, you know, right back into that energy of feeling this longing for you, like they're missing out on something. And that feeling of you being the one for them, it's not going to go away. And the more it stays there, the more this karmic person feels the heavy energy. They feel the stress, the rejection, the fact that they're always comparing themselves to you as well. And again, this tower is swaying. It's swaying, because I feel like a lot of your divine masculines have tried their very best to make an exit from this situation, but the person who's been holding on is starting to realize, like, I'm done with holding on, because by trying to hold on, like, I'm the one in pain here. You guys ever seen that meme where they do like the tug of war with the rope, and they show you that sometimes it's better to let go than hold on, and they show you that when they let go there was like blood and like all of these things because they were trying to hold on, not realizing that it's like you're literally hurting yourself by holding on. So I feel like that's what's happening here. Like, these feelings won't escape your masculines. The chemistry that they have with you is more aligned. That's why they can't stop coming towards you, because just a smile from you, just a text from you, a word from you, the fact that they can be in contact with you brings them relief, right? But it shouldn't be that way, because they shouldn't need a relief from their life. They shouldn't need a vacation from their own life. And they've designed their life in a way where, I mean, they're with somebody who they constantly feel like they need a vacation from, right? They may even take a lot of vacations together simply because that's, you know, the only time they ever feel relief from the life that they're having to live every single day. But all of that illusion, all of that tower, that whole thing is breaking down. The way someone wants to express their love, it's not like how they express it in this karmic situation. And the karmic's starting to see that and feel it. Let's go ahead and get into some of the lessons being learned right now. What are your divine masculines having to take action on now as the tower is rocking back and forth? What's going on there behind the scenes? Okay, so we do have that rejection and loss card here that the karmic connections are starting to feel. This is the breakdown, and as you can see here, it's like her face is slowly starting to crumble and fade. That's the energy of exhaustion that they're feeling. They're tired of feeling this energy of rejection. It's like they'll never measure up to you, Divine Feminine, you know. And it's like, not to say the Divine Feminine is something, you know, holier than thou. It's just, it is what it is. They can't figure out why your masculines can't let go of you. What's so special about you? So they're in this constant energy of stress, of feeling like they're connected to the Divine Masculine, but at the same time, the Divine Masculine's not loyal to them. They're not really connected to them 100%. They're there with them, yes, but the Divine Masculine's attention, their heart space, their mind is constantly focused on the Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up. We have Epiphany and Breakthrough, along with Messages and Dreams. So this might be that deciding factor that ends up pulling down that tower. Is, I feel like someone's waiting to, like, they don't want to do this in a stressful way, but I feel that a lot of your Divine Masculines, they're becoming more and more clear on like what their truth is. They're becoming more and more clear on that breakthrough of how it is they feel, and most importantly, like to stand up for what it is they want or desire. This energy has been breaking them down for a really long time in this karmic situation, because I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines, they've tried so hard not to experience this, and not even to have the karmic experience it. But what they may be starting to learn, they could even be receiving these messages through dreams or just synchronicities in general, or the breakthrough or epiphany that they could have had, is that you can't take on people's karma. You can't take on people's soul lessons for them. You can't stay in a relationship with someone because you're afraid that you don't know what they're going to do or where they're going to go. So it's like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to sacrifice the rest of my life then just to be here for you. A lot of your Divine Masculines are feeling really restless with this energy. Okay, and then we do have the transformation coming through. So that's that epiphany and breakthrough, is that they're going to have to go through some kind of great transformation, and that's usually what happens when the tower falls, because it feels like an ending, or you're going to have to rebuild in some way, and this could very well be rebuilding themselves. Karmics as well, having to rebuild themselves. I feel like that's the major thing that many of your Divine Masculines are stuck in, is like a lot of their karmic situations are afraid of transformation. A lot of their karmics are afraid of being independent or being autonomous. So instead, they put all of that pressure on the Divine Masculines to ensure like they get through life or they survive through life. You know, never mind what you feel in your heart space. It's like, set love aside. We need to survive here. So I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines are really being heavily weighed down by the fact that they've entered karmic situations where that contract there, it has nothing to do with love. Many of your Divine Masculines are realizing as well that they are being used for housing, like they're being used for a place to stay, they're being used for their finances. It feels very cold, detached, very contract-like. And at first, they might have been okay with this. They thought, this is life. This is just how it goes. But your presence in their life, Divine Feminine, is a constant reminder that love is real. Love exists. You can be loved. What do they feel when they're with you, Divine Feminine? They thought it was supposed to be one way, but what does it feel like with you? Okay, so it feels like true love, true soulmate love. Like, this is my person. Like, hey, love can be real. Someone can have your back, you can have theirs, and they can genuinely love you for the person that you are. They don't have this in this other situation. This other situation is based off of a contract. Okay, with you though, with you just showing up with all of this love that you have to give them that's genuine, they can't unfeel that now. Okay, and most of all, I feel like the karmic situation in this is being weighed down way more than they thought that they were going to be by this connection between you two, especially if they tried to get in the way to delay it in any way or pause it, stop it, whatever the case is. They are now feeling the energetic repercussions of what that's like, because they are dealing with a Divine Masculine that is, they're just not in it. They're there to stress this karmic out to the point where the karmic ends up kicking down that tower themselves. All right, guys, so that's what I have for this check-in for you. I hope you guys have enjoyed or it resonates in some way. If you guys would like to do a personal session, I'm over at hipsy.com. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.